Hey Nate, I have a question.
Yep.
Do you think it's a great idea to add 8 to 10 creatives in one ad set in CBO structure? Or
Yeah.
should we?
Yeah. Now that's the way to actually do it. It used to be you wouldn't get enough ad budget for each one, but now Facebook's algorithm has gotten much better to the point where you can put one campaign, one ad set, and have 20 ads under one ad set, and it's going to cycle in the best performers automatically. And then what you can do is you can duplicate that ad set, and maybe you only put the best performing creatives there, or even the worst ones that didn't get shown. But typically, Facebook is really good at actually cycling through all of the creatives that you have. And we've actually seen it to even hurt performance to go in and try to turn them off and on based on their performance. So that's what I've seen.
I am also doing this in these days and this is working right now. Thank you.
Yep. And it's because Facebook made a new update, and we're going to read about that update here so that we can be on the same page. Andrometa software. All right. So what you can do is you can look into Meta, and there's a new policy that was recently, well, I don't know if it's a policy, but there's an update that's been made to the way that they're doing ads that's been rolling out all over 2025, and this rollout is now coming to a completion where it's 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 creating a huge influx of new ways that we're going to be running ads. So I'm just going to optimize this real quick. Let me see. Okay. All right. So Andrometa is Meta's proprietary machine learning system designed for retrieval and ad recommendation, focused on delivering a step function improvement in value to our advertisers and people. And those people would be the people using the ad platforms. This system pushes the boundary of cutting edge AI for retrieval with NVIDIA, NVIDIA Grace Hopper Superchip, and Meta Training and Interference Accelerator, MTIA also. Hardware through innovations in ML, machine learning, model architecture, feature representation, learning algorithm, indexing, and interference paradigm. We're sharing how Andromeda established, whoops, we're sharing how Andromeda establishes an efficient scaling law for retrieval by harnessing the power of state-of-the-art deep neural networks. Notice the word neural. Okay, what does neural mean? Group of interconnected units called neurons that send signals to one another. Okay, so they're modeling this after a brain, basically, benefiting from the co-design of machine learning system and hardware, NVIDIA and MTIA chips that improves performance and return on investment. This is the main thing that people need to know is this is going to increase your return on investment because it plays an important role in Meta's advertising system by leveraging the power of machine learning to predict which ads a person will find the most interesting. Which ads a person will find the most interesting. This helps people learn about a business or product they are interested in while helping an advertiser meet their objectives, such as increasing brand awareness, acquiring new customers, and driving sales. So, what this really means is that Meta has gotten to the point where they've realized that if people are going to keep spending money on their ads, the ads need to be the right ads that will actually convert. And so now they know what the person is interested in to the point where they figured out how to scan millions of ads and serve the best available ads to the person who's the most interested. And the way that they figure this out is through voice audio. So they pick up keywords as we're just talking day to day, and they use all these other advanced ways of pulling keywords, pixel data, searches, and however else they're doing it. They're probably buying data from different companies, and they're feeding that all into this machine learning system. And so now what this means for ads is that ads are becoming more like SEO. Search engine optimization. So your ads are going to be needed to be decked out with keywords, lots of different variations so that you can pull for more different advertisers. It's not going to be based off an auction of dollars and who's spending the most. It's going to be an auction of whose creative is most relevant, is most interesting to the person that they are marketed to.
Got it, man. Thank you. So it will not affect if we add videos and images in one ad set, right?
Yep. Yeah, so you can just stack it all together using Advantage Plus and testing and seeing, testing how things do against each other.
So what your thoughts about interest targeting in these days?
So the way that I would do interest targeting is I would have my CBO audience or ad set, which is I think it's called ACB now, actually, Advantage Campaign Budget. Okay, so that's the campaign level. Then for the ad set level, let's just say ad set level, you're gonna have your Advantage Plus. So just pretty much an open audience. And sometimes, depending on the client, it may make sense to limit the age depending on who their target customers are. But most of the time, I just leave this all the way open. Advantage Plus and USA, let's say. And then you have all your different ads under here. So 1, 2, 3, all the way to 20 different ads you have all under that one ad set. Let that run till it's reached at least 1,000 people. Okay. And then you can turn off the bad performing ads, or you could just let them rock. But then after you've reached enough people, then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you'll duplicate that ad set. And that's where you can, even under a CBO campaign, you can duplicate that ad set and now add your interest stack. So you'll have ad set 1 is open, ad set 2 is interest stack.
Right.
Okay. Ad set 3, lookalikes supposedly are going to be getting better again. So you could try a lookalike audience. These are all top of funnel campaigns. So you would set the intention at the campaign level. So this would be a top of funnel. But then if I want to make sure that I'm retargeting, I need a whole nother campaign for retargeting to run it under the same structure. Because if I add a small retargeting audience down here, it won't get shown. So I have to come and add it in another campaign. And then I can have my, 7-day traffic, my as one ad set with retargeting, testimonial videos, reviews, high level conversion coupons, 14-day, okay, 30-day, and
These
and really,
all are visitors, right? Or
what what's that?
these all are paid visitors
Is
in
this
retargeting.
the site visitors? How would I set up the retargeting audiences? Is that what you're asking? Like how do we set up the retargeting audiences?
I am asking, you are targeting 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days paid visitors, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but here's here's what you actually have to do. This is the technical best way to do it. So in the middle of funnel retargeting campaign, you include further out. So this would be like 180 day, and it would be any site traffic, site or leads that have came in,
Okay.
and you're going to add the exclusion of purchases.
Right.
So this one I would scope out and I would have different ad sets for further out times, a 90-day all the way up to a 30-day. and you can include on this one site like IG and Facebook engagement or
Yeah.
video views, pixel data all. Okay, so this is like only like this is everybody who's clicked on an ad. This is everybody who's watched a video. These are all the people that have just seen the ad somewhere and engaged with them.
Yeah.
Then to and with this one, you can just run more ad variations that are similar to top of funnel, but just nurture more. So it's like top level is awareness. That's top of funnel, making them aware of the product. The middle of funnel, okay, B is or sorry, it's awareness consideration. So consideration, they're considering the product. So you have to show them why your product is actually superior. And then the third one, bottom of funnel, this is conversion.
Perfect.
Conversion. So the bottom of funnel, this is where you set up 7 and pixel like purchase page, visits, and same excluding purchases. 14-day, and here I would only include pixel traffic, not site traffic, unless maybe they were already like a lead or in the last 7 days they were a lead or a scheduled appointment and I want to keep them in the targeting funnel.
Okay.
And to get really technical, then you can save these audiences, saved audience, and then in your top of funnel campaigns, if you truly want to reach top of funnel audience, you exclude your 2 warm traffic audiences, and that guarantees that your ads are always reaching new people, and you'll have a higher CPM when you do that, but your ads will ultimately reach new people. And you can have these 3 campaigns, and this is a fundamental retargeting full-fledged campaign. And then maybe just so you play by Facebook's rules, you always have like an Advantage Plus campaign that doesn't even need to follow the rules. You can just stack open audiences on top of each other. And for some reason, this one probably will still do the best, but this one
Yeah.
guarantees that you're reaching the new people.
Perfect. So what if we have less than 500 or 300 audience in retargeting campaign?
Yeah, if that's the case, then you have to widen it out and spread it out more. And you can't go like true bottom of funnel and stuff. You can only do
Yeah.
that with bigger clients and bigger audiences. So most clients they just have a TOF, a top of funnel, and MOF, and this is MOF and BOF. So this is middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, and you just stack everything together here.
Right.
Yeah, and then the ad creatives, you do testimonials, you do reviews, you do quotes from people, happy customers, you make the product look really good. And then if the client has anything, you can put an offer right here. And you'll put 80% of the budget on top of funnel and only
Perfect.
20% on middle of funnel. But the 20% will help you to convert a lot more deals.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. That happens. But this is what Facebook wants you to do, though. So, like, we want to make sure that we do all that as we put you on bigger campaigns. You're going to see that you've got some people like, I've got clients that have over a million people in some of their Instagram audiences, and so
Oh,
that would be its own warm targeting ad set. And you'd want to speak specifically to those people, and you can break all these down. But for the other clients, you can just lump them all together. But what Facebook wants you to do is Advantage Plus automates budget allocation, audience targeting, and bid adjustments, streamlining campaign management and boosting performance through more ads in the system for different audiences. So they're going to automatically serve your more ads to different audiences, but you need to know how to really break it out for these big clients that you're going to get the opportunity to work on eventually.
perfect. Thank you. Do
Yeah.
we have one on every Thursday?
What's that?
Do we have this calls on every Thursday? These coaching calls?
Yeah. Yeah. I do this every Thursday. A lot of times we'll get some clients jumping in, some team members, and we just talk marketing strategies, training, making sure you guys are dialed in. So this right here is the update. This is how Meta works now. It used to be very like one to one, and now a user request, I don't know what this is triggered off of, but my guess is this is triggered off of voice audio, picking up keywords,
Yeah.
searches, and things you're typing in your phone, and probably DMs too. Like they're not reading your DMs, but they're probably pulling keywords out of everything on their platform. So if you're commenting on something, if you're hovering over a video that has a keyword, that probably creates a user request of some kind, and then it scans these ads, and it's got this like unique color system where it's going to go in and evaluate like exactly what ad matches the request. Like, so it looks like it kind of groups together, like it'll find all the different ads that have the similar keywords or similar creatives, and it'll put those all into a box, and it uses this advanced hierarchy model, and then it pushes out different ad candidates based on what it sees. So this is a crazy, crazy technological system here that I don't even really understand. But what I know is that it means that it's making the ads better and it's making them more relevant for people.
Yeah. In these days, we don't need to bleed budget on testing individual creatives by allocating individual budget like $20 or $30 for 7 days or 10 days to test each creatives, right? We have
Right.
now a CBO campaign structure so that's working right now.
Exactly.
Perfect. So,
Yeah.
and we can scale them like if five creatives are working right for 5 to 7 days, right? So we can duplicate them in new campaign, in new CBO campaign with higher budget. So this will be a scaling strategy, right?
Yeah, and the only time I might use an ABO campaign is if I'm doing a true middle of funnel or a bottom of funnel where I want to make sure that a specific budget amount is going to a specific audience each day that I know is a good audience for the client. Other than that, I'm just using ABO, especially on top of funnel campaigns.
CBO, not ABO.
So, for example, we can take a look here in this campaign that I'm running. And let me just pull up the high roast data. Hmm. We've got a couple low ticket funnels. Just let the high roast data load.
I think you are directly managing this account, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I've mainly been managing this account, but I'm going to be bringing on more team members to help scale it. But yeah, so you can see here we've got a few low ticket campaigns and they're driving in 0.3x ROAS, which on the front end, we're really interested in getting the leads and especially new leads into the system. So that's one thing that I'm looking at, not as much front end ROAS. The front end ROAS are just to help offset the ad budget. So if we're getting 3x ROAS, that means we already got 30% of this back, which traditional lead gen, like even if I look at this campaign, we've already spent $500 on it and we haven't got a dollar back yet. So this campaign has gotten a lot of new leads, but it's not getting any revenue. And so a lot of traditional lead gen is ran like this, where the guys have to go and then try to convert these leads. And if they just convert one of those leads for more than $500, then that means that their ads got a 1x ROAS. They made money already, and these other 19 new leads are free, plus all the other leads that were already in their system that are re opting in, and all the booked calls are free. because only one person made them enough to offset whatever they had to invest in the total ads. And that's what our system's really built around. So,
Yeah.
but the way that I set up these campaigns, so you can see is like, let me look on this one, which is, okay, so I've got an Advantage Plus open audience, and then I've got all my ads stacked under here. Let's see, this one just has one creative. I didn't get more creatives for that one yet. Oh, that's the new one. The new one's actually doing really good. That's awesome. Let me show you the one that's a little bit older that has more creatives.
And I want to request you, can we do some coaching calls on statics? How can we create killer statics and how can we research them and
Better
like that?
static images?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I'll show you. I got some stuff for you.
okay, I have worked really on these topics to get better to send brief to designer, but I think I still need to improve that side. So that's why I'm asking you if you can help that.
For sure. Yeah, I'll show you some resources. The main thing is having references and having all the necessary um, pictures and stuff from the client in order to be able to give something to the designer so they can actually get you what you need. But let's assume that you have that stuff. Then I'll show you where to find that first of all, and then how you can scale off that, how you can work with the designers to get what you need. But yeah, like let me just refresh here. Something happened with my screen, but you can see it this ad though.
Yeah.
These are all draft ads. Let me just scroll down further. My ad manager is looking weird. What did I do? Did I zoom it too much or something? Oh, there was a filter that got added on there. Okay, let me just zoom it in a little bit. All right, so if I look at this one, open the ad set, and scroll all the way down, for some reason it's not letting me. So let me make this window smaller. So weird, it's only showing drafts. Let me just do campaign delivery is active.
That you are talking about, we should use reviews, testimonials, and like that stuff in bottom of the funnel. But what if we don't have those these type of ads? So what we can do?
You have to get testimonials from the client. You have to work with the account manager to request them from the client and teach the client how to build them out if we don't already have them. But yeah, so let me show you this. So you see all these different ads here, and you can actually see that a lot of these ads have gotten some leads and some sales, but others haven't. So like this one hasn't performed well, but also it hasn't spent a lot of budget. So ones that haven't spent a lot of budget, even like this one right here, I can see that it got a really low costing lead. So I'm gonna check this one and this one, $21 lead. I'm not gonna take that one. And this other one that hasn't got shown a lot. And then this one that's a top performer. I'm gonna take these three ads and I'll duplicate these into the existing campaign as a new ad set. ROAS. low ticket offer, ads that weren't shown. And I'll leave it as Advantage Plus and everything, and I'll just launch this. That way I can take the ones that haven't got shown and try to push those out in a different ad set and see if Facebook will serve those. So in terms of creative, I don't know what's going on with my ads manager. I have all those different creatives under there, and multiple of them are getting shown in, getting shuffled, and overall Meta's doing a good job with that. If you increase the budget, it'll start showing them even more. So keep in mind with the budget, that's important. But inside of here, inside ClickUp, you've got access to the Div 4 SOPs and docs.
Yeah.
And in there we have all these new SOPs and docs that we've added. And one of those is an ad swipes folder where I have coaches and consultants ads, and I have hundreds of variations for creatives. So what you need to do is understand the client that you're running the ads for,
Okay.
and then you need to find an ad creative that would work as a reference to send to the designer and say, hey, I'm visualizing something like this for this client.
Right. What about the headlines and text on the creatives? How we can find this killer type of headlines and body CTL?
The ads library is a really good place to start always. Doing your research through the ads library is very helpful. But outside of that, I've got a lot of guides in here. So offer creation and mechanism validation. These are all new guides that we've added in here. And one that's in here is a market research, for the clients. And once you understand the target avatar, the ad writes itself. So anytime I'm advertising, I'm trying to understand exactly who I'm trying to speak to and what their problems are, and then show them this solution that we have. So go through these SOPs that we have in here because there's a lot of really good stuff here that can show you great headlines, examples. Okay.
Yeah, man. Sure.
So that'll help you a lot. Go through those, make sure you give them some reference. And then the ads library as well. The Facebook ads library is already the best ads are being run and spending millions of dollars. So you can just model what the best ads are doing. You don't want to just use AI because the AI won't come out as good, but you can name any industry like let's say coaching and just click enter, and I'm going to find hundreds, if not thousands, of different people selling coaching in different ways. And so then I want to get more specific, and maybe I find webinar coaching if I'm doing ads for ROAS. And now, look, I start seeing a bunch of people that are doing webinars, and then I'm going to try to find somebody that does webinar coaching, the design agency, this is an agency, webinar con. That's interesting. Webinar con. Huh. I'm looking at all these headlines, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a competitor. Oh, wow, Jason Flading's going to be there.
Do you think carousel works for this type of clients like coaching, webinars, lead generation, especially
Does what?
works?
Does what work? Sorry, I missed that.
Uh, I am saying, do you think carousel ads works for lead generation?
Google Ads?
Carousel ads, carousel.
Oh, carousel ads? Yeah, it
Yeah.
all works. It all works. You got to have a blend. Carousels, I wouldn't do as a primary campaign, but I would add it as a placement in there too, because I've seen it to do well. Yeah, carousel ads are good to run. video ads, image ads. You want to have a little bit of everything. But like when I find something that's okay, this guy's doing a free masterclass. I see the headlines, I see the ads, I can note all this down, I can save all this down, and we can model this structure too. So what you really want to do though is you want to find one that's running a lot of ads, and you also want to scroll down and go way back in the ads, go deep. Like, look, I'm down in March, and this lady is still running this ad. So this ad definitely works.
Do you think it's possible to start a business in
Case study, 0 to 30K launch in 7 months. Boom. You'll learn how to do this, this, and this. Leads to a case study page. Like you can find proven marketing funnels and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You got to make sure that our client is doing exactly what the best people are doing because we're the best and we get the best results. So, if you're ever burned out or you don't have a strategy internally that we've used to have success, you can always go and find a strategy externally by just looking in keywords and then finding ads that have been running for, like, these are ads that have been running for years. These are like,
Yo, hey, Alejandro.
these are like some of the best ads in the world, probably, if they're running for this long. Richmond Dean, this guy makes over $1 million a year.
Hey, everybody. Today, I've got a really special guest.
So these guys also might be just spending a little bit of money on these ads because they've been running so long. So maybe they're on like a really low budget. So I would like to look at the ads that are running this year to see what's the latest and greatest. But you can go back as far as back to January and look, the product boss
Okay. I'm going to talk about something.
looks interesting. Like I'm going to study these to find headlines. Oh, here's a new creative idea. And so whatever you're doing, you want to find the creative types that are working the best, but then also you want to find the competitors that are working the best. Like, so if I'm doing webinars or if I'm selling sales coaching and I see Shelby Sapp and she's everywhere and she's crushing it, then I'm going to go and I'm going to click on her, over her, and I'm going to click view ads so I can go and look at her ads specifically. Once I'm able to look at her ad specifically, I can scroll back and see which one is working best for her. This one she's been running since April 15th. This is a sick webinar graphic.
Yeah.
Very sick. Lifestyle, blended in, looks great. All the bad bitches driving G-Wagons, living in penthouses, and making crazy money at 22. They're not telling you how they got there. You ask, and they hit you with, I just work hard. Well, I will tell you. I was 18 working 3 minimum wage job, barely getting by. Now I live in Miami, drive the nice car, and make bank, all because of high ticket sales. No cold calling, no BDR grind, no real estate hustle. You sell high priced offers, you make big commissions. Remote as F, work from anywhere. No 9 to 5, Pilates and matcha at 2 p.m. This is obviously targeted just at girls. I know you boys are getting excited, but this is just for girls. I'm hosting a free webinar where I'll teach you exactly how to do it. I'll break down how to find the best high ticket offers, what to say on calls to close deals, how to start with zero experience. Spots are limited now. Register now before it fills up. This is so good that I will send it in the team chat. Excuse me, and let me just. And guys, like when you think about this and you're like, oh yeah, this is kind of a cool strategy. Like, no, dude, this is literally $1 million. This is how $1 million was made in the United States. And you guys can literally go in there, and if we model this for different clients and we can do this successfully, it's just game over. These are weird, but they must do well because she's been running them a long time. Some of her posts are haram. I can't even show you my Muslim boys on here because she's always showing too much. But she's going after girls. She's not going after guys. But yeah, she kills it. So what you do is you would look at these different examples of success and you would go deep and you would take down all those ads and then you make a write-up so you could write it all on a doc, link it all together, and then that can go over to a designer, to a funnel builder, to everybody, and you can model success. So what's a campaign that you guys are doing that you need to see like an ad example for?
Trade launch.
Trade launch. Okay, so residential contractors. Okay, so I'm looking up residential contract. Is that right? Oh, it was spelled right before. Okay, so we're right. Residential contractors. All right, now what the tricky part is, I'm going to get a lot of contractors when I type this in. So then I have to be diligent, and that means I have to pay attention and be focused and look, and I can find somebody else right away that's running an agency offer for contractors. So here we go. That's it. We found our guy. We didn't have to scroll very far at all.
Yeah,
But
I'm the one who is designing the trade launch graphics right now. So
perfect. So we didn't even and look, this ad copy, by the way, I know this ad copy works really well because we're running this ad copy for Joybite. Okay, this guy might have even copied us. Okay, take a look at his funnel. This is a cold traffic optimized ad. It says get consistent, boom, or you don't pay. All that's social proof. Okay, now what we're looking at is creative and what we're looking at is copy. But here's the thing, do we know that this works? We don't know if it works. Why?
Because it recently launched.
yeah, because it's running for 17 hours only.
Exactly. So this could be a guy that's going to run this for a day or two or a week, and then he's going to turn this off. So what we can do is we can go deep on him and we can go to his page and we can see what's going on. The organic content is something that you can see. I always like to add these people as friends too and just start making connections. Okay, people that are doing the same kind of things as us. You can either have enemies or you can have allies, and you want to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So you want to get in there with them. Let's see, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. So he's launched 3 ads, and they haven't been launched that long. Now, do these look good? Yes, they do. Are these some things that we could model from and take inspiration? Yes, we could. And especially the ad copy. But it's too soon to tell if this really works. And so in that case, forget about it. Go to the next one. Keep looking. So now we're going to jump back into the ads library and we're going to try to find somebody that's been running ads a little bit longer for our target niche with a similar offer as we have. So I'm going to go back a couple months. Look at all these ads. Oh, I see something interesting. Oh, look. Try this. Who's running the same copy? You guys see something? You know what this means? People copying each other?
Yeah.
That means it's working.
It means it works very well. And somebody told somebody that it works somewhere along the way. Somehow everybody figured out that this works, and whoever told them that it works, they probably exposed it at like a conference or something, and then everybody starts copying them. We need to pay attention for trends. This is a dope ad. Estimators' calendars are too dry this week. Doesn't have to be this way. Getting automatic projects. Seeing your revenue increase. This is a crazy ad. This is a really good ad. This is a company that's been running ads for a long time. So what we want to do is we want to go look at those ads that this company's running. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. We've got ourselves a winner, boys. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, 130 results. And I might be getting too excited here, but I'm just going to jump down to the furthest ad that I can find. Oh man, we have ads running like crazy, and that means that they work, and it means that they have been getting clients with ads since February 5th, 2023, and they've only increased their money spent.
Yeah, I would say I've seen.
Ali, do you think you could run an ad like this for Trade Launch?
Yeah, we have some videos, but I don't like it.
So could we re-edit them? Could we find the right videos? Let me take this real quick, boys. Tommy, what's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
Where you at, bro? I thought I was gonna get blessed by your freaking handsomeness, but couldn't find you.
Dude, I'm at the home office today. I'm on a coaching call with my team. Yeah, bro.
No blessings from the handsome Nate today.
I bless you in the name of the Holy Spirit, my brother.
Let's go, bro.
Yes.
By the way, I'm thinking about opening up an all men's Bible study.
Okay.
So I want to start choosing a time that works for everyone. So I'm going to start petitioning and asking people like, hey, what time works for you guys so we can make it a time? And dude, I want to get really deep in the word. I want all of us to become more equipped and become men of God that really the more that we help God, the more that we carry out his will, he just finds a way to really bless us. And it's not just for the blessing, but it's just about spreading the gospel,
That's so true, man. Your fast is lifting your consciousness.
100%. And the thing is, my entire ETA community, I kicked out like 40 people out of my chat. So I got 30 of them now. Dude, I got people in there still paying since October.
Yeah, man.
Did a good job with retention.
$2.99 a month.
Yeah, I think, and I have a lot of annuals on there too. I think I'm one of the very few people that actually did a really good job retaining everyone.
Dude, that's awesome, man. We'll keep.
What's going on, guys? I'm
Keep
here with my good
stacking
friend.
them up, bro. Keep stacking them up. And yeah, I'm on board for the Bible study, bro. I want to get deeper into the word. Need to be equipped. It doesn't say fight the devil. It says flee from him. And so if we were able to fight him on our own strength, we would. But that's not what the word commands us to do. The word commands us to flee from the devil. And we both know when we're somewhere we need to run from. And, it's like we try to stand there and fight, and it's just like, impossible. So we have to be humbled. We have to stay true to the word. And I need it, bro. I need that protection. So
The more that we can partner up to carry on God's will here, the more that we'll be able to grow, the more that we can be that beacon of light for others. And
My name's Justin, your jaw player.
God's message. So what did you say?
Oh, it was just a video playing.
By the way, you have a call with a guy named Noor today?
Oh yeah. How'd you know?
Well, because he told me, bro. He was actually trying to connect with you at the CEO thing. The only thing is he's amazing. He's a really good guy.
He's
done some
just
stuff
trying to sell me.
Yeah, well, he's not trying to sell you. I think he wants access to your network because he knows that you deal with coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that he's invested $25K. He sponsored an event. He got some really good connections from here. He signed some people up, and he Andy did an ad for him or recorded some stuff for him. He's only allowed to do it for 3 months, right? And he's paying for it too. I mean, honestly, we charged him pretty much nothing, but it was 10 grand a month or something like that. But he's a good guy, bro. He is a really good guy. I just feel like he's Josh is just cheap. And it's dude, you gotta understand, dude, we spend a lot of money trying to build these right relationships with people and I feel like they just want to get access so easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For free.
For sure, man.
And he is a really good guy, bro. I really like Noor. I just feel like Josh is he expects that think about this. They're trying to have $1 billion exit. And I feel like the way they want to do it is oh, but we have the best product. So if you just use our product and services, you're gonna get so much benefit and this and that. I'm okay, cool. But at the same time, if you spend millions of dollars building your brand and having this, wouldn't you feel like you would want to be a little bit more invested or to do a little bit more? So they're not it's like Yash wants to be a little bit more like, hey, use my stuff because you're going to get a lot of benefit. And I spend a lot of time doing this. But at the same time, like they just got Dan Fleshman as an investor, like, into the company. And it's like, dude, like they could be doing so much more bigger stuff if they just played better, not been scared to like maybe like, hey, join the brotherhood. Like, how many connections you'll have. And not only that, like the coaches that we're bringing on and stuff, like, because they're in the online space, right? Where they have their processing. Their processing is fire. Like honestly, I think it's one of the best that I've seen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things. I am interested, but yeah, those guys have always kind of just like came out of nowhere as like,
They're always trying to figure out a way how to just do it just based on the product and service. And I get it, but it's like, look, it's like,
you got to get close, and it's naturally going to happen.
Yeah, and then we pay to play. Like we invest so much money in our development to get close to people in relationship, and that's just how this world works. And they're younger too. I don't know, how old are you?
28.
Okay, so I think he's like, I think Noah's in his 30s. Yash is like on 25 or something.
Yeah, I'm jumping on with them right now, actually. Our calls right now. I'm just going to jump on and just be like, hey, man, just send me like a freaking price sheet and I'll tell my clients about it.
Be like, because I'm still working this guy, be like, yeah, Tommy said a lot of great things about you. If you can do that for me.
Yeah.
So he thinks like, and then just you feel him out. I know what he's after. And don't tell him I'm telling you this, but he's definitely after to see who because he knows that you build people and you help them like process millions of dollars a month, like based off your ads, like they're getting like some good like ROAS. And just know like that's like his intention, but he is a really cool guy. They're like he does have for this thing where he'll pay you a certain percentage, like 20% for life, and he'll tell you if he says 10, be like, hey, dude, like like what about 20 or something, like try to negotiate because he'll pay you forever on a percentage on the profits for life on processing what they process. So it could be something that can really value you too, bring you a lot of value.
Yeah, I want to get in the money business, bro. Making money off money is freaking genius. So it's definitely a good thing. I'll tell them like, dude, if you want to get close to me, bro, you got to just go through the same method I did. I got in the brotherhood. I got close to these guys and then finally,
Listen, Tommy said a lot of great things about you. I just got off the phone with him. Tell me what you got, this and that. And then if you can also do me a favor, like, hey, dude, listen, if you got closer to the Ellies and like we're in their inner circle, you know how much business you guys can do. Like, and have him tell you his vision and everything. Just plant that seed for me because I've been working them. But just letting you know.
Okay.
And dude, if you actually help me lock this up, I'll give you a freaking kickback too.
I'll grind on them. Yeah, dude, I'll grind on them for sure. Because those guys need to do it, bro. It's just like, dude, you're not going to get business any other way.
Join down the road. If this seed that you plant, I'll give you $5,000 just for like planting a seed.
Let's go, bro. Well, I'm gonna jump on with them right now then.
All right. Well, I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man. Yeah, let me know what time and date. Yeah, it's easier for me to work from the office too because I got so many different things, but I love coming in there and
for what so it's kind of hard not to.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. She got her own office here too. But yeah, man, much love to you. Have a great day, dude. I'll talk to you soon. All right, see ya. You too, man. All right, guys, I'm going to go wrap up this deal real quick. But that's really a deep dive on how to look into the ads library. I sent over some examples. Make sure you save them down from the chat. And just like, guys, get the ads better. Make the ads better. It takes everybody seeing it at the same time. Like this funnel needs to be better. These ads need to be better. The copy needs to be better. And then helping communicate with the people that are going to help you get that done. So you guys should be able to do some big stuff for trade launch based off this. And let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, you guys feel free to jump on here any Thursday. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, boys. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you.